Hi, this is Jenny from Telycam, and in IBC 2023, now I'm in Ross Video's booth with Nigel. So, Nigel, nice to meet you here.
Yes, nice to see you again too, Jenny.
How about the share?
An excellent IBC. Another very successful show for us.
Oh, great. So, in the view of your, as a leader in the broadcaster industry, so what's your view about the industry trends in the future?
Obviously, we've seen a lot of change in recent years because of things like COVID, and it's changed a lot of the ways people think about producing shows, producing media in general. The fact is that in the past, we would never have considered remotely producing programming, having cameras in one location and operations in another location. Because of having to work from home and having to still do our job, but not be able to all be in the same place, it's kind of taught us how to do a better job of doing remote production. And so we now look at, of different ways to do that, whether it be, because one of the trends people talk about is cloud, producing programming in the cloud, but you still need cameras and microphones and those things in the original location. And maybe you have control rooms and production control in other places. And there are lots of different ways we can do that now, and everybody's very much interested in what's the best way. And when you look at the way we've been able to develop better product to be able to do that, we now see a trend, and obviously you know this very well, because we now see a trend for more high quality PTZ cameras where we can control them remotely and have good quality images coming back, probably compressed, but compressed well, that we can feed either through the cloud or perhaps through just a network system that is ours, bring it into a control room, and then be able to decompress it and produce a program that a few years ago we wouldn't have been able to do. And so what we really, and it is very important that the equipment we all have and the equipment we can use can actually do the things we used to do manually. So it used to be we would, obviously, we'd have a studio. We still have studios. But there are now places where there is no studio. Maybe it's a home, maybe it's a business where I need more than just one camera that's pointing at me. That's great, and it's okay if it's Zoom or Teams or some other conference. But if I want to produce programming and talk to somebody remotely, then really what you need is different camera angles, and you need to be able to do that without a team. You can't send 4 people to that place. So you want to send, maybe you just send equipment and a connection. Say, okay. And so, that's one of the, certainly a big trend is remote production, whether it's through the cloud or, just through public Ethernet even, to be able to do that. So that's important. And we're obviously doing our best as a company to support that. I know you are too, at Telycam. So then other trends we are seeing is normal. People want to do more for less, more efficient production for less money, less people. So we have to do that too. We have been very successful ourselves with a recent new product. Well, it's not a product, it is product, but it's the condensation of products into what we call hyperconvergence.
Okay.
So hyperconvergence is where we put lots of things into one box, which allows us to do remote production, it allows us to do local production, but it allows us to do it with much less power, much less cabling, weight, and all those things. Very important. Again, at the end of the day, for all of us, whatever we produce goes through cameras and microphones. It's not television without cameras, right? So, I'm very keen on working with you and working with everybody else on the camera side, because we need those high quality images that we can then put into our programs.
That is awesome. and massive informations. So, so I know that Ross Video is focused on broadcast industry. So do you also have the plan to bring your products to the entry-level, enterprise level, entry-level industry or field?
Absolutely. The other thing that's happened over the last few years is we've seen many enterprises, corporations, lots of different aspects or different vertical markets, if you will, not just broadcast.
Yeah.
So you're right. Ross Video grew up in broadcast. So for many years, our only business was broadcast.
Yes.
Broadcasters, supplying equipment for broadcasters. Today, it's really only probably 60% of our business, maybe even less, because we do a lot of work with corporations. I can't name them, but large corporations that everybody knows will invest quite considerable money to be able to do corporate communications, to be able to talk to their own internal staff with video, especially now we have, new restrictive measures sometimes. Sometimes the corporate is global, and how do they share information between sites? Well, media is the ideal way, and you can do that, of course, with pre-recorded, but sometimes you need more instantaneous communication. So to be able to share connections between locations live is very important too. And so we do our best to assist our customers to do that. And again, you need cameras.
Great. Okay. Thanks for your sharing.
You're very welcome. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you.